Andrew Kunis here with Thursday night's feature winner, Spencer Bayston. And Spencer, your car was just dialed in tonight.
Yeah, from the get-go, being stuck in an earlier heat race than we really wanted to for what we drew, but we were able to handle the adversity and be patient, and Bill and Dave and all of them provided me with a really good race car each time we went out, and I was able to just kind of one step at a time put ourselves in the position to be on the front row of the main.
Now, when you see your heat race, not based on your pill draw here, and you saw you were starting ninth there, what goes through your mind when you see that you have that kind of feel? I know there's potential for passing points for you, but that's still a lot of cars in front of you.
It's a lot of cars. It has a lot to do with what cars they are. I knew going into that race I needed to just be patient and let things develop. The track, when it's wet like that, is tricky. If you don't have a car that's handling exactly the way you want it to, or you may not have the most experience. I've obviously been in those shoes before. It's tricky to run good laps. So I had to be patient and let things develop for me, and be able to just take the doors that opened and wait for the ones that were still closed. So was able to get through that unscathed. Did exactly what we needed to do in the qualifier, past a couple cars, and we held on to there in the feature and put together a strong night.
You had a very long green flag run there. You had a few lap cars to contend with there. How was that?
We were actually talking about it on the way to the press conference here of it was almost somewhat convenient for me how tricky the top was, because there's a lot of those lap cars that weren't trying to run it. Lap traffic here is always tough because there's a field full of good cars, and normally they're too wide racing, but tonight they were, fortunately, a lot of them were down on the bottom, which definitely made my life a little easier, but it's still tough to stay focused on what they're doing and focus on what you're doing in your race car to make sure you put together good laps. So
you're locked in, guaranteed a top 10 starting position. You're getting a little drink of water here, but you get to be up there with the likes of Buddy Kofoid, Tanner Carrick, Corey Day, who won last night, Shane Golubic there. You're up there with some really good drivers for Saturday night.
Yeah, it feels good to knock the California guys off the top for once, put Indiana back where they need to be.
I was going to mention that too, the Indiana pride here knocked California off there.
Yeah, it's. I feel like this one last year I thought was our year to win a prelim night. And to be able to do it tonight when everything seemed to fall our way and take advantage of that was definitely an essential and feels really good.
Now, the main event lap to be determined still based on the format that they use there, but how do you like your chances on Saturday night?
Really good. I think honestly, the last 2 years, every time my car's been on the racetrack with RMS and Sage Fruit, I think our car's been one of the best in the building. I think we showed that tonight. I don't see it being any different than that on Saturday. Like I said before, we'll have to just kind of watch the track conditions. Saturday seems to always present a twist, and so we'll have to just adjust to that and make sure we have a good race car.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Spencer Bayston, your Thursday night preliminary feature winner.
Tanner Thomson locks it in tonight, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Another lock-in, which is awesome, and I think that's 10 straight lock-ins for me out of 11 starts here. So that's pretty awesome, and it comes down to having good people behind you that support you.
What is it about this building that that goes to your style?
I grew up racing in Red Bluff, California, outlaw karts, and Chase Johnson did too. Spencer's the only one on the top three that didn't, and it just kind of suits your driving style, and just being indoor and having that feel of being indoors is definitely what it just gives you that vibe. So that and just having really fast race cars.
Now, since you went to your own team and started your own team, have you found you like that better than driving for somebody else?
Yes and no. I don't like the financial part. It's pretty expensive, but I do like having control of my race team, and I'm pretty OCD and pretty particular of what I want, and I think it shows when I have full control. Not saying I can't go win in something that's not me setting it up or me being control of the team, because I've done it before, but I just feel like in my mind and the way I race, it's a lot easier for me to just be in control or and have my best friends, and my cousins and my family around that help me work on the car. And it just makes it a lot more simpler for me to be that way, because there's no pointing fingers, like tonight I screwed up. So I could have screwed up in the car and on the wrenches, and it's still my fault. So just a matter of just hitting it right and going.
And then one other thing, we got to change the subject just real quick. High limit, going to do high limit this coming year, I hear, and up in the Northwest. We're really excited to see you come up to the Northwest there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We got a lot of work to do. We got to build cars and stuff still, and our first goal and everything was to get through Chili Bowl and have a successful Chili Bowl, and we're looking at the start of a successful Chili Bowl, and hopefully we can finish it off well, and then we gotta get building and get everything dialed in for the sprint cars. And I'm looking forward to running high limits. Wing sprint cars are kind of my favorite thing to race. Midgets are obviously one of my favorite, just because I've been doing them for so long, but I really enjoy racing wing sprint cars. And and I feel like I have a pretty good shot at running good and having the right people around me, like I do with my midget program. I don't own the wing sprint car team, but I am getting the privilege to be able to run it like my midget operation, and I think that's a big bonus.
All right, well, congratulations on tonight, and good luck tomorrow on Saturday.
Thank you.
This is Sean. You're in the dirt. Chase Johnson joins you right now. And how did you do it on that last lap? How did you get that to go from fourth to third?
It was a little bit of luck, kind of the same theory as the rest of the night was. So the heat race really went our way. The qualifier really went our way. The first half of the A-main did not go our way, but I was able to kind of get the race back under my control, at least kind of figure out where my race car was happy or where it wasn't. And to get third is so awesome. But, I was closing in on CJ for probably the last 3 laps, and he was kind of bouncing back and forth between the top or the bottom, and I was pretty committed to the bottom at that point, and I thought I could snucker him and sneak on by right after we got the white, but he went down the bottom, and getting into 3, I was pretty certain that we were just going to kind of ride it out, run fourth, and he got on the bike and was able just to kind of push it out about a half a car length, and we were there to sneak right in. So it was really cool to run on the podium. Like I said, being here at the Chili Bowl, any night you run and being on the podium is an excellent time. I wish I could have finished first or second and locked in, obviously, but we're in a great position on Saturday.
And how many times have you been at the Chili Bowl? And you said you finished at third a couple times, right?
Yeah, this is, I think, our third or fourth podium. I don't know how many Chili Bowls. I'd say probably 10.
Really?
Yeah, so I love the event. I've been coming here for a while, as a fan before I got to drive, and it's such a cool event. It's definitely a long week now, but it doesn't lose its magic. So it's excellent. What else are we going to do in the middle of January?
And how long have you been riding for this team?
Yeah, Bauman Motorsports, and I've been running for Kyle. We ran about a dozen races this year, throughout the Midwest, running extreme stuff, USAC, Power I. So, so it's been great. Kyle's always bugged me for years to come drive for him.
So. First year at the Chili Bowl then?
First year at the Chili Bowl with them, yes. Yep. So ran throughout the season, kind of mixed races across the states. So, Kyle always bugged me about, he would always see me and he's like, man, when are you going to come drive my car? So, I'm sure he's definitely super pumped about it. I'm so happy for those guys. We got Ronnie Gardner on the wrenches, and Mitch and Walt Johnson. They worked their butts off building that car, and Kyle's pumped.
Yeah, Ronnie Gardner is one of those kind of goes under the radar. But man, that guy can turn the wrenches, can't he?
Yeah, definitely so. So he made me very comfortable tonight. Kind of after the qualifier was just kind of all about getting confidence back into the race car, and being confident with my ability in the race car. So I feel really good going into Saturday. I do. I feel like it should be pretty simple. So, but you never know. It's the Chili Bowl.
And, we saw you race also. I think I talked to you with Lamit. I think that was when I talked to you. And you've raced all things this year. 24, same kind of plan?
Yeah, yep. So, same.
Hopefully we'll see you up in the Northwest a little bit more, or see you up there. There's some big 410 shows up there this year.
Yeah, we'll be there. That's for sure. I don't know if we'll make all of the stuff up there, but we'll definitely make the NARG journey up there to run Dirt Cup and whatnot. But about the same schedule as last year. Awesome. I just, I really just pride myself on being a race car driver, and instead of just a sprint car driver or a midget driver. So I love racing all different types of cars, wing, non-wing, the midgets, road race stuff, whatever I can get in, I love it. So it's a blast. I love the challenge of doing something new. And
like pavement sprint cars on Sonoma. Didn't I see that too? And all sorts of things, right?
yeah, I mean anything that's got wheels and a steering wheel and my engine, we'll do it. So
Awesome.
yeah, I love racing. I love the sport.
All right. Well, congratulations and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
This is Sean, and you're in the dirt.